Students, in the last class, we discussed about linear equation in two variables. In that, find the solutions of some equation and graph of the linear equation. It means that straight line, graph of the straight line. In this class, we are going to study the topic circles. What do you mean by circle? Have you seen any examples for circles? Yes, coin, 1 rupee coin, 2 rupee coin, or 5 rupee coin, or dial of the wristwatch. These are the examples for circles. So, what is the definition for circle? Let us see. This is the geometrical figure or geometrical construction, and it is in the plane surface. Look at this figure. The structure or construction is formed by lot of points, and the points are at the fixed distance from the fixed point. Yes, these are all the points, or this construction is formed by the different points or lot of points, but the condition is that the points, the collection of points, very important word, collection of the points in the plane surface are at a fixed distance from the fixed point. What do you mean by fixed distance and fixed point? In this definition or this statement, the fixed point is called center of the circle, and these are all the points are also from the fixed distance, which means that the distance are same from the distance of the points are same from the fixed point. So, the definition for the circle is the collection of all the points in a plane surface or plane which are at a fixed distance from the fixed point is called circle, and the fixed point is called center of the circle, and it is called or named by O. Similarly, let the 2 points A and B in the circle. A and B are any 2 points. The line segment which joins the center and any point. In this case, any point means the point B only. So, the distance from the center to the point B is called what? Radius. Trijya anta karitare. Vrittada trijya or radius of the circle. Here also, the distance from the center to the point A is also called radius of the circle. The distance from the center to the point A is called radius of the circle. So, in this statement or in this case, here we have 2 radii, OA and OB. OA and OB are the 2 radii. The line segment joining the center of the circle and any point on the circle is also called a radius. It's also called radius. Now, observe here a long distance or the length of the circle is called circumference. Paridhi. the length of the circle, the total length of the circle is called circumference of the circle. These are the definitions. Next, the circle which divides the plane which it lies into three parts. First one, interior of the circle. Interior of the circle or inside the circle is also called a interior of the circle. Second, the circle, then outside the circle or exterior of the circle. These are the three regions, or the circle divides the plane into three parts: inside the circle and exterior of the circle. And the region or the circle and its interior part. Circle and interior part or interior make up the circular region. Circle and interior make up the circular region. Let us consider two other points, C and D, on a circle. C and D are 2 points. The line segment which joins the 2 points, that is C and D, called chord. This is the definition. What is chord? The line segment which joins to any points on a circle is called chord. Similarly, AOB is also a chord, is the longest chord which passes through the center of the circle. AOB is also a chord, but it passes through the center of the circle, that is O. So, AOB is called diameter or the longest chord of the circle or in the circle. AOB is a chord, but CD is not diameter. We can say AOB is a chord or longest chord in the circle, but CD is only a chord, not diameter. That is one important condition to say chord as diameter, is that the chord which passes through the center only. The length of all diameters are same, and the diameter represents from D and it is equal to 2 times the radius. Diameter which is equal to 2 times the radius. So, the formula to find the length or distance of the diameter is equal to 2 into radius. Or to find the radius, R is equal to D by 2. D by 2. If we cut the circle in 2 points P and Q, we get 2 parts or 2 pieces. The 2 pieces at P and Q, similarly here also P and Q, the 2 pieces are called arcs of the circle. Arcs of the circle. There are 2 pieces. First one, longer and short one. The longer piece is called major arc, and then second, the small piece is called smaller arc. There are 2 pieces, longer arc and smaller arc. The longer arc is also called a major arc, and it is represented by P, Q arc. The smaller one is also called a minor arc, and it is also represented by PQ. So, PQ and one more PQ are called 2 arcs. But the problem is same PQ and PQ. So, to avoid these confusions, simply consider another one point R on the major arc, and it is also represented by arc PRQ. So, we call PRQ is a major arc, PQ is a minor arc, and the length of the circle is called circumference. To find the circumference, the formula is 2 pi r. This is the formula to find the length of the circle. The length of the circle is called circumference. Length of the circle is nothing but the circumference of the circle. So, the formula to find the length of the circle or circumference is equal to 2 pi r. This is the formula. If you substitute the value of r in this formula, we get the circumference or length of the circle. The circle and the interior which makes up the circular region. The region bounded by or the region between a chord and arcs. There are two arcs, major arc and minor arc. So, the region bounded by or the region between chord and either of its arcs is called segment of the circle. There are two segments. First one, major segment, and it is bounded by or region between chord and major arc. Second, minor segment, and it is bounded by or the region between chord and minor arc. So, there are two segments. First one, major segment, and second, minor segment. In this figure or the circle, there are two radii, OP and OQ are the two radii, and the region bounded by two radii and arc. Here also two radii which meets the center and the end points of the arcs. So, here also region bounded by two radii and arc. Similarly, the region bounded by two radii and arc. This called, the region is called major sector and second minor sector. The minor arc corresponds minor sector. Similarly, the major arc corresponds major sector. Adhika Trijyantara Khanda, Lagu Trijyantara Khanda. Similarly, in this figure, Adhika Vritta Khanda, Lagu Vritta Khanda, minor segment and major segment. In this figure, minor sector, major sector, Adhika Trijyantara Khanda and Lagu Trijyantara Khanda in Kannada. If the points or the end points of the arcs P and Q are the end points of the diameter, what will happen? If the end points of the arcs is the end points of the diameter of the circle, what will happen? Yes, the major segment, minor segment, major sector, minor sector forms the semicircle. Observe here, P and Q are the end points of the diameter. So, the circle becomes semicircle. The two regions are same. So, these are all about the introduction of circle. Thank you.